Om Namah Dhanvantare. Welcome to the exclusive interview with the Professor Dr. Dileep Kumar sir, who is a renowned visionary and expert in Ayurveda. Being a medical director and proprietary of Ambuja Institute of Ayurveda Research Center, also known as AIARD, he is dedicated in preserving and promoting ancient Ayurveda. With a rich Ayurvedic heritage spanning around 7th generation, Dr. Dileep Kumar sir expertise lies in its roots of intense education and experience. Sir holds BAMS, MD, PhD in Dravyaguna, and 16 years of teaching experience, which includes the tenure of being a professor and HOD of Dravyaguna department at Parasina Kadavu, Ayurveda Medical College. Dr. Dileep Kumar's mission is to revive the originality of ancient Ayurveda and revalidating its Ayurveda pharmacopoeia for its global health. Sir, with his AIRD works, he is tirelessly documenting medicinal plants and exploring the uncharted Ayurvedic classics and conducting the research to evaluate its efficacy and the safety of Ayurvedic medicines. Join us all as we delve into the this Ayurveda, fantastic world of Ayurveda with Professor and Dr. Dileep Kumar sir, in insights and gain the insights into his remarkable his contributions and visions in this ancient, timeless, healing traditional medicine. Welcome you, sir. It's an honor to have you in our program. And we Visanda Vaidyas presents the Daksha Vaidya Rondhige Yuva Vaidyara Samvada, and it's an honor to interview in this program.
Most welcome.
To break the ice and ease the moment, one request, sir, can you sing a song for us? Just a few lines.
Quick reflex from... Oh my God, I never expected now. I was in the mood of Ayurvedic perspectives. Sari, sari ma pamari, sari ma pani, sa, sari sari pamari, ri ma pamari, sa. Sari ma pa Shankara Nada Sharira Para Veda Vihara Hara Jiveshwara Shankara Nada Sharira Para Veda Vihara Hara Jiveshwara Shankara. Is it enough?
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That was so melodious. Next, to begin with, we'll start can you walk us through your journey from how your Ayurvedic journey started? What was that spark towards choosing Ayurveda as your field?
Yes. My father was a teacher in Ayurvedic college in government sector. He retired as a vice principal in government Ayurvedic college of Punatara. Since my childhood, as a custom, as 7th generation Ayurveda, I had to, as I was the youngest one, I had to carry forward the tradition of learning Ayurveda with the Sanskrit language learning from the age of 6. So Siddha Rupam, Shabda Manjari, like that very basics I have started to learn from the age of 6. Then Kavyas from 7, Kalidasa, Rihumsham, that Kumar Sambhavam, Malvika, that drama and all. From the age of 7 to 12. So almost all majority of kavyas, including Athatma Ramayana, all it was a style of explaining the language, style of narrating the language Sanskrit. And also along with that, I had been taught the morality, like values in life, like Panchadantram stories in before 7 years itself, and Nita Shatakam, Aparikshita Karagandal, etc. The Nita Shatakam also been taught, and Artha Shastram in 11th and 12th years in my childhood. So with the 12th year, almost basics and Sabhada Saptadhyay, 7 chapters teacher has been taught. It was taught by firstly by my father, then father's guru, Kamalapai teacher. She was also a professor in Sanskrit in Ayurvedic College, Government College, Trapunatara. And that was along is a part of learning Sanskrit for Ayurveda. So Kamalabai teacher helped me a lot, and she influenced me a lot regarding how to use this language for making understand the lyrics in Vedic wisdom of Ayurveda. So that was a great influence in my childhood to know what is the hidden meaning, that Vitpatti, Nirukti, Arthapatti. See this way, where that's nothing but Vedanta. Where there is no Vedanta written anywhere. Vedanta means what we make it from a Vedic wisdom. So that way of narration, that way of teachings, and she was making me to say with creative ideas from the age of 9 10. It was so beautiful. And she used to scold me when I was going wrong. Then I had to repair it. She won't repair it. That was the custom. Another thing, as parallel to that, without learning 4 lines sloka, without repetition, with proper pronunciation, in parallel, I was learning Sahasra Yogam, Ashtanga Hridaya Sutrasthan also from the age of 10. So without learning 4 lines, 3 times I had to chant. If I have some mistake in chanting, see, my father asked me, "Are you okay? Have you studied?" If I'm very confident only, I will tell. In case, accidentally, if I could not say properly the pronunciation, and if I could not, if I had to repeat the thing, okay, get out, he will say. So food outside, no food inside. that was my childhood. So as parallel to the school age, I don't know why I was being by hearted all these. Later I realized the importance of learning all these, because that time, that age we won't be able to understand anything. But simply slokas, even Chikitsa Sutra and all, started to learn 13. Ashtanga Hridaya, Nidana Sthanam, Matha Nidanam, from 13 altogether. Any 4 lines sloka. But it should be new every time. So after school, I have to tell it. That was the custom. Along with, he was molded me for identifying raw materials from the age of 7, 8. So I used to go by cycle or by bus. Then I used to go to the road market. Then they will cheat me as usual, common. So I will bring, childhood I was not much aware about it. My father has called me. He will never tell how to discriminate good and bad things. You, like Kamalabai sir, I think it was a very good custom. If somebody told you, somebody instructed you, you won't have a quench or query for making better. So because of the pain, you should know for understanding the reality, not with an instruction. That's why I have been taught for identifying original medicinal plants. Then again I will, second I will bring the same specimen to my father. No, get out. This is not the specimen. Come with the original one. I used to ask you, Father, how to discriminate it. You go ahead. I don't like to tell you. Then then after 2-3 years, then he will tell, this is fine. That is how. So then after 3 years, I started to tell him, Father, this is what you told me is better quality, but these are the things I found as quality by breaking and smelling. You told me it's good. So this, because of when I compared to the other market sample, I found because of these features, this is genuine. So that's how I have learned through my own ways. So that was an important stage in my learning regarding raw material identification, and also collecting from natural resources. That time there was no restriction, and it was my custom again to prepare medicines from the age of 9, 10. Every medicine kashaya that time we were preparing and kept in cannas, like in cans. Then we used to add preservatives. German preservative, Quest International, is called Nardin. So there was a for 450 ml, 25 ml. Now still I remember. So there is a custom of making washing bottles, and so we have to let it to cool the kashaya. After that, after studying 10:30, 11 o'clock, then I'm doing all this. So then going to bed 11:30, 10, 12 o'clock, and it was a custom every day. School, studying, and morning 10 o'clock I'm see. That's how my childhood was. Later, when it was a continuous process now. So I became very expert in identifying raw materials. Again, I used to assist my father as compounder. He will, when he treats, I was dispensing along with. Okay, my mother and me, I had two sisters. They were not at all in this matters. Only me and my mother. If I am busy with my studies, mother will assist. Otherwise, I was helping my father. So I knew the style of consultation. It was from my childhood I have seen my father's body language, how he is responding with patients, when patients become panic, patients sometimes unnecessarily apprehensive, then father how he is dealing all this. I was learning all this from my childhood. So this is actually the art of dealing as a doctor. Okay, and different type of public sometimes may become short-tempered, sometimes may be very kindful, but they may not be obedient. How my kindful people may not be obedient sometimes. Then father will become short-tempered. Though they are kindful, he will become short-tempered with them. So this kind of many exposures, how to behave with the patient, when what to do and how to behave with the patient if we don't get a result in the patient, and how to reschedule the prescription. Even though one or two rescheduling after a prescription, if the patient is not getting relief, what is the way that we convince the patient for referring to other doctors, though they are willing or not willing to other doctors. So these things, it was a part of my learning also. This is a really important thing. Usually we don't get in the colleges, I feel. And obviously I got admission in Ayurvedic college, and it was a time of thrilling, because from first year to 5.5 years, including my house at the time, and 2 years house in modern, everything was a thrilling experience in my life, because I realized what allopathy cannot do. Lots of diseases, they give medicine, but it's an endless story. They don't stop it, medicines. Sometimes only when they give medicine only it acts. Otherwise, when they stop, scenario becomes worse than earlier. So these kind of things I used to say frequently in many cases when I was exposed to allopathy practice. Almost 7 years I was doing only allopathy. So as a parallel to that, I was developing my own culture in the classical Ayurvedic medicines, in challenging illness like Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, and diabetes insipidus. Very challenging cases, I have made them all right. So this all, then I started to Koppa, Chikmagalur district, Karnataka. That's why I always believe Karnataka is my motherland, because Karnataka made me a man like this. And we used to go for forest for this one explorations, and Varahiganda, Vidari, and Shatavari, and many endangered original identity. These excavations started since 1993. I started traveling all across the country. So the Almighty, the time, gave me lots of opportunities for learning, and I had very good, teachers, gurus in my childhood, whom I think that all I feel blessed with nature. Okay, so I had never gone to study. Nature gave me, when I was traveling and when I was searching, everything was, this is the thing, my dear, this is the thing, my dear. So like that, nature was teaching, nature was providing me everything, whatever I was requiring. That's why I was never in a starvation for getting subjects or for anything in academy and practice and research. That's why I have been molded from my childhood. Okay, in the later levels, you asked me childhood, so I just
Yes, sir.
stopped with it.
So, you have briefed it in very good manner. So, like moral insights, whatever and all you have learned in those years, to finalize at one statement that whatever you learn in your own way, that keeps you apart from the group. Coming to next question, sir. Like as an Ayurveda expert, how do you define health and wellness, and how does Ayurveda approach these concepts?
We can purchase wellness, but we cannot purchase health.
Well said, sir.
Okay, so wellness is a matter for a money deal. Okay, it has got its own parameters. It has, what is wellness? How can I say that I am well? There is no definite parameters to define wellness. That's first thing, because 100 people will be 100 type of constitution and their responses and their likes and don'ts. All these are different. So wellness in terms of physical and mental or psychosomatic aspect is really different from person to person. Second thing, nowadays Ayurveda is being promoted huge as a huge dynamics of spa culture and also for wellness program. Everywhere, wherever you see, even corporates and industries, all are exhorting and encouraging and entertaining only for wellness program. As Western thoughts of health strictly say, we need wellness because they are not aware about health. So please don't blindly imitate what they say. You cannot. So this is actually a wrong concept. So Ayurveda cannot. So samadosha, samagnisa, samadhatu, malakriya, prasannatma indriyo, swastha ityavati. Swastha can be a healthy status of life. We can say in physiology as homeostasis. Or I believe versatile empowerment. A person who can live in any altitude, drinking any kind of water, any kind of food, nothing is happening to him, and he is not getting any infectious disease, not immunity. Versatile empowerment, resistance for preventing any kind of infectious disease. If a person can have, I say balam, sahajam, kalajam, yuktakarma. Three type of balam can be referred as health. Sahajam, kalajam, yuktakartam, deha balam, tritha. Tatra sattva sharirotham, prakritam, sahajam balam. Then vayaskritam irudurtvancha. Kalajam yuktajam punaha viharahara janitam tatha urjaskara yogajam. So these three types of balam is the real health what Ayurveda advocate for, not the wellness. So if you get a printout of normal cholesterol, normal sugar, normal electrolytes, normal elements and normal vitamins, I don't feel it is a health. That can be a wellness. But if you consume supplements for satisfying that parameters, okay, you can claim that you are well, but you have to take throughout life for maintaining that wellness. So I am against that kind of culture in the medical practice. So we are Ayurvedic doctors molded for modern challenges of healthcare. So we need to emphasize more on concept of disease, what are the prevalent issues of public, how many people are really suffering, okay, and who tell this disease is incurable. So we are here to cure it. That kind of challenging attitude we need to take instead of going ahead with the wellness program what every investors are promoting with.
What a short answer, sir. Wealth can be purchased, health cannot be purchased. Coming to next question, sir. Can you elaborate the topic of Prakriti, its assessment and its significance, where it stands, its significance in the treatment aspect?
Excellent. Ettu samyam prakriti vigaro dhatu vaishamyam samyam prakriti uchyate. One definition. In different angles we have to define it. As per in terms of practice, I'm telling. Second is prakriti. Okay. Third one is shuklastra garbhini bhojya cheshta garbhashya tusho tyad doshadhika stanna prakriti saptadhatudaha. Next one, Janma Marana Andirala Bhavani by Padanta Nagarjani Rasavasheshikam. So, in four angles we are perceiving the concept of Prakriti, which can be translated to inferior language named English, that it's a body constitution. Okay. But we cannot explain everything if you say single word named body constitution. Let it be. So, coming back, Prakriti is very important to be considered when you give a formulation to a patient after a Doga Nirnayam. Okay, so dosha samurchana vikaram and dosha aushadha nirupanam is chikilsa. Dosha aushadha nirupanam is chikilsa. So, for dosha nirupanam, aushadha nirupanam, firstly we have to see dosha nirupanam. What are doshas? Physical energy, manifest signs of life. Dhatus are biochemical constituent participating in metabolism or biochemistry. Third, malam can be interpreted as metabolic waste. Why I am telling now? Because dosha eva sarvesham yogana meka karanam. So, vatika kasam, when it manifests in vatika prakriti, and second, A is Vatika Prakriti, B is Vaitika Prakriti, Kapha, C is Kapha Prakriti. When a Vatika Kasam manifests in Vatika Prakriti, okay, when a Vatika Kasam manifests in Vaitika Prakriti and Kapha Prakriti, symptoms should be vivid. Okay, so in Vatika Prakriti, when he gets Vatika Kasam, many of the symptoms will be masked and easily curable. Okay, and even formulation Ela Kanadi Kashayam, ideal in Vatika Prakriti, Vatika Kasam. Bela Kuvaladi is ideal in Kevala Paitika Dosha, Paitika Kasam, in Pitta Prakriti. Again, Vasha Gudichadi is ideal in Kapha Paitika Kasam, Dwandaja Kasam, again for Shataja Kasam, Shataja Kasam, Vasha Gudichadi. So, based on, so in Shataja Kasam, Kapha Prakriti people won't have much problems, but cost of contact is associated with. That will be retaining. So, even symptoms are retaining. Complications and comorbidities are also differing with the body focal prakriti. Complications and comorbidities, okay, even after curing the main disease, some problems may be retained. This is also again based on prakriti. So, again, Rudujari is also, there is a, so for Kaphaja prakriti, before Vasanta Ratu, we need to do Vamana Karmam among Tamaka Shwasa. Especially Santamaka, not much better in Pratamaka. So I'm see, this is Paka classical inputs on assessing Prakriti for designing a formulation and also Dinacharya, and also for designing which Panchakarmam is not only according to the disease, some Prakriti, okay, in some Ritus, the disease can remanifest. These kinds of considerations were there among eminent Vaidyas 8 or 9 decades before. That culture is almost getting endangered. So, Prakriti has got a great value for prognosis and also to decide the treatment course.
It's our root, sir. The Ayurvedic uniqueness lies at the customization or assessing one single person as a whole in treating him. Coming to next question, sir. sir, how do you approach, like in treatment any disease? How do you integrate modern science and Ayurvedic for the approachment, and what are the benefits if you do?
Excellent, excellent. Because the concept of patient is changing every decades. 50 years back, we had not this much of hospitals, and people go to hospitals and clinics only if they have any emergencies or history of fall, etc. So now the scenario is changed. Now who are the patients? The patients are coming with lots of allopathy medicines, modern medicines, homeo medicines, siddha medicines, Unani medicines. Okay, again, believing that they are diseased. Some come with symptomatic presentation, some come with asymptomatic presentation, but printout say that the patient is sick. This world also, we need to survive. Okay, so based on their survey, they say it is a disease, it can cause this type of discomfort or complications in long run. So they give medicine. Instead of that, we can interfere this field. I have already enlisted lots of classical Ayurvedic formulations for compensating modern medicine and also for homeopathy and Siddha Unani medicines. See, when a patient is coming to a doctor, the liability and responsibility of a doctor meritoriously need to be stopped after recovery of the disease. If you cannot, please refer to any other doctors. We should not keep a patient keep under medication throughout life. It is demeritorious. Are you understanding? So now here, modern system of medicine, which is actually not modern, it's actually Western system of medicine. It's a Western system of medicine. Homeopathy system of medicine. These people are taking all these kinds of medicines around us. So these all people can come to our clinic. So we need to know for what these medicines have gone by allopathy doctor or by homeo doctor. We need to know what is the need of giving that medicine before coming to us, because I have noticed a lot of drug interactions and drug incompatibility. In long run, it can affect your organs if you give both. So if we have any options of substituting these medicines, it will be grateful, it will be blessing. That's why, especially one example I will tell you, nearly more than 40% of the people who are coming to the OP of every hospital in the country are with lifestyle diseases, thyroid, PCOD, obesity, cholesterol, then diabetes. Okay, these all problems can be easily managed with Ayurvedic herbal medicines dealt in Vedic wisdom by translating, interpreting, and documenting basis. So that's again I will tell you it's based on empirical documentation. Okay, so we have a team of doctors in India who are into it, and I was the first man started this mission for helping the people pan world. So we are successful in the mission, and now a lot of people are getting benefit. The thing is, we will stop medication. Even Ayurveda also will be stopped. We have to make everybody drug free with a non-toxic food and peaceful life. All right. So we are in need of knowing all the need of medicines and its do's and don'ts.
Well said, sir. We are fortunate enough, like from past 2 days, we are with sir and staying in the premises. He has addressed this issue, and he has concluded like it's our responsibility to know all the medical science, whether it's what it does and what its complications and how you can use it in your practice. Next, sir, like the conservation and sustainability is another side of the coin. The conservation and sustainability is another side of the coin. You are working for its, like your motto is to make available of medicinal plants to everybody when there is need. What's your vision and strategies in implementing, sir, this
You
mission?
mean medicinal plant cultivation?
Medicinal plant cultivation.
Excellent.
Sir.
See, medicinal plant cultivation, every company are in need of original medicines. We have big scale medical manufacturing factories in India. all are really struggling because of non-availability of original medicines. So they are trying their level best to maintain the quality. The same scenario, if we if it continues, definitely it will be a disaster in short future because it will become totally unavailable. That's why we have to consider it as an emergency for startup missions for doing cultivation among farmers who are doing organic methods in virgin lands. So, condition, we should not use pesticide, no fertilizer, no de-weeding agents, nothing. Zero chemical farming is mandatory. So, here the mission of this project is some of the trees, if you take the bark from the mother trunk, tree will be spoiled, especially the tree in the forest. So, please don't disturb it. It is actually planted by the God of nature. So don't even pluck a single leaf also. So you plant it in farming areas and take stem cuts up to 1 inch diameter instead of bark. So this culture I have nurturing. I have been nurturing this since more than 20 years. I have compared the phytochemical analysis also. Its phytoconstituents are 99% the same with the bark. So stem cuts we are consuming for preparing the classical formulations. Here, for example, Nectanthes arbotristis parijata, Plaksha, Ficus racemosa, or Ficus lacquer. It is very endangering tree, Ficus lacquer. We have in Uttarakhand and all, also in Assam. Okay, Guwahati. It's available. Then Symbolochus plicata, which is again Shabragalotra. Symbolochus racemosa. So it's a long time crop. Like it will take me 4 or 5 years for taking stem cuts of 1 inch. That's what from the branch only now. So like that, many trees like the Plaksha, which is Thespecia populnea, Parisham. And many trees, like many endangered trees, we are using the same method. But when we need core hardwood, we have to depend on big trees that you from branches. Devadaru, Chandanam, Tekta Chandanam, and other trees we can take the branchlets without disturbing the mother trunk. So Asana, okay, these all we need hardwood only, Khadira, hardwood only. So that's why that part we are consuming like that from permitted area by the tribals with the support of forest department of every state. They are really facilitating and helping us for all the Ayurvedic doctors in India, okay, with legal procurement through VSS, Varna Samrakshana Samiti, is very good, very running very well everywhere in India. So from Jammu to Kerala, and from here with the Kutch to Gujarat to Tripura. So this function is going well. Okay, so Ayurvedic doctors need to make use of that. So the mission is nothing but cultivation for conservation. Cultivation for conservation. So the forest overdwelling, over exploitation can be easily, effectively prevented. Again, we are doing conservation program also, climatically, environmentally important, critically medicinal, highly endangering. These trees are also we are planting since more than 16 years. Devaдаru in the Himalayas and the Syzygium cumini and the Lagersomia parviflora in both sides of the road to airport, etc. So this kind of conservation projects, and in tribal area we are doing lots of plantation projects since 12-13 years. So all these are running very well. No, actually it is we are doing it in a very big manner now, since after COVID especially. So again we are planning for big projects of conservation. That is, from there we are not supposed to harvest anything. This is simply planting. In forest, okay, and at last I wanted to add one point that Allergia salvifolium uncoal is endangering. Udayambur, my Gram Panchayats had it abundantly. Some foreigners, after their invasion, they completely cut the trees from the root and they have stolen it. So now there is not a single tree in my Vajat, but 2 weeks back we have planted good number of trees in our Gram Panchayat, which is actually using for rabies, hydrophobia. Mind it. Ancient Vaidyas in our Panchayat, they were managing rabies. So Ankola, part usually stem cuts or bark. That's what I wanted to add this happiness to you.
Heartfelt gratitude, sir. Personally, I want to thank you because people think in a selfish way. Whether I am living in this world, I have this much of property, or I am having this lifespan. Let me think about you and let me think about myself, and I'll go. But you are thinking about whole like society or your mission to make the medicinal plants available for everybody. It's a great job you're doing
Most
right now,
welcome.
sir. Um, and the another burden for Ayurvedic practitioner is establishing Ayurveda in every household, sir. Even you are doing it in this. You have this goal. How you are achieving it? What are your plans, sir?
Establishing Ayurveda to all the house.
Every household, like making it as a mainstream treatment protocol. If one household have to choose the medicines, they have to choose it as an Ayurveda.
Abhyasat prapyate siddhi karma siddhi prakashana. So they should have an experience. We cannot voluntarily do it. Second thing, be practical. And second thing, we can start definitely. It's a very beautiful idea, but none of the country in the world can do it. Only India can do it because we have got a great tradition of primary healthcare level,
Yes.
home remedies. So during COVID time, we had managed thousands of people very easily with the home remedies. Okay, so for fever, cough, cold, asthma, up to that level, and sometimes epilepsy, we can manage at home. Sometimes angina we can manage, then we can take to the hospital. So a kind of herbal sorbitates have been using. Okay, so this kind of so the public has to be confident because of experience. Then definitely that kind of step can be established. Second, to introduce with the classical formulations in Ayurveda, you have to use the classic genuine medicines at your clinics, and people should come through mouth-to-mouth publicity. The advertisements, publicity, and other aspect of their online or media promotions will definitely won't create a real support from the soul among the civilization. So it's a culture.
Yes.
So they always take it as a either fun or as a corporate culture. So we won't get a heartfelt support. For that, we have to act, we have to do. So we have to, foremost thing is prepare genuine medicine, give it to them, challenge with them, like see one day without taking any other medicines for fever. If they got rid of the problem, definitely the man will support you. Again, if he gets the fever, he will call you and he will refer other people also. This is the genuine method, meritoriously. This way we can catch hold of the heart of the civilization. That is really possible in India. Quite unlike in other countries.
Firstly, we have to gain their confidence.
Exactly. We need to work.
Yes, sir. Can you share your few personal successful stories that inspires our viewers?
Successful stories.
Yeah, in your medical field.
See, successful stories become very dynamic when I firstly felt it is impossible.
Yeah.
Sometimes, allopathy and homeo and other system doctors, they say it is impossible. It will end with death. So that kind of cases, especially muscular dystrophy, very rarely motor neuron disease, ALS, amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, and also Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, hematemesis, portal hypertensive gastropathy, chronic liver disease, CLD, stage 5, end-stage decompensated liver disease. Diabetic complications when people is indicated for amputation of the limb, and again deep vein thrombosis. Okay, and again with the horrible skin disease like psoriasis, full body psoriasis, though that rheumatoid arthritis. Okay, these cases I am actually a bit panic, obviously, because after all the trials they are coming. So from the power of my gurus who have taught me to act on time with the genuine medicines, with that confidence and optimism, I simply started. So that kind of many trials made me highly confident. Then I used to tell them, take 4 months of medication, you will get rid of this problem. So then we'll go step by step, we'll stop all the medication with the 5 to 6 months. This confidence, if we could say to a patient. So that is how I become thrilled, and I can share a lot of successful stories regarding the disease which I already told you. So especially diabetic, normal glycemia, people with high sugar, with the nephropathy, commonly, nephropathy is very common now. So after a particular stage, after the diabetes become chronic, it turns to nephropathy condition. So that also we can save this kind of people by strictly instructing a lifestyle and the food stuff, and also peaceful mind, good sleep, especially non-toxic food, which is not polluted by chemicals. Just give some months, couple of months. See, this kind of instructions we are giving them, and people are getting rid of with the zero medicines, they are enjoying their life. That is when I celebrate my successful stories. They become totally drug free. They eat. Life is only one. I don't believe much in rebirth. I don't know about you, but only one birth we have. If you restrict your food, okay, and they can celebrate their life. Why should be there like pretending like a fashion like this always? Become blood test, always checking the blood, and becoming panic how it would be, what doctor said. This kind of panic psychosis we don't need to create among public. That's what. So these are the circumstances, and I am getting thrill and getting a feeling of success. Okay, ji.
As you said, sir, success at the start, it seemed to be impossible, then you made it possible. Likewise, if you see the story of another side, there may be failures also. Can you light up few from your mistake book, sir?
Obviously. From my part and also from the patient's part, we have failures. First of all, when I consult a patient hurriedly, some of I can have medical negligence. Some symptoms I may not notice. So I may misinterpret, I may misunderstand, I may give some medicines. It can cause complications, not very fatal, but sometimes disease can be triggered, especially skin disease and all, and epilepsy. If I am not bothered about allopathy medicines tapering, or if I am tapering more dose than don'ts, okay, it will create complications. So such trial and errors I used to do. It is actually it was a hypothesis I made by trial and error, without sacrificing anybody. But still, now I am very confident. But still, mistakes can happen. But in my case, very rarely mistakes are happening, because now I am almost a good experienced doctor. The thing is, for patients, but I am frequently getting this kind of frustrations. They are not serious as Ayurveda doctors are instructing, but they are very serious and disciplined when allopathy doctor is telling. This kind of culture, the civilization, I really hate. That's why they take alcohol, they take other habits, and they don't understand the importance of pathya, though we strictly instruct. Yes. And they don't take medicine on time. They say, I'm a very busy person. That we don't need to bother about all those. See, patients have got that kind of attitude. That's a second level of failure in my life. In case if I had to, convince a patient, sometimes even patients won't be agreeing that. So then, sometimes rarely become short-tempered and just tell them to get out. So very rarely it is happening. But again, to not happen like this, first I will study the man. That's what. So now since 6-7 years, I'm very particular in that. I filter the cases and person. Maybe very easy to cure, but people may not be cooperative. They seems to be very cooperative, but they are not really cooperative. Hypocritic. So now thing is, we give medicines, and for 5 days or short period for such people. I can really understand people like that. And we give 5 days or 10 days. If we got optimum result, we go ahead. Otherwise, once more give, if they request, once more I will give very humbly and lovely. Affectionately, I will give second course also. If it is Though it's getting result, if they don't obey what I say, I will humbly, very lovingly I will refer them to any other doctors. Maybe it's a simple fever, maybe simple cough. I may not accept that. If the whoever tell, I will not accept them. So that's what that strategy as I adopted. Now I'm very happy. Which is possible, I accept. It's very difficult to discriminate which is possible, which is not possible. You need a lot of experience.
Yes.
Second thing, when to refer a patient, how to refer to a patient, you should make a good circle of doctors, including allopathy and homeopathy, everybody. You need them. So every case you can do, I cannot handle. So that cases, we have to refer to a secured hand. So that kind of circle you have to develop. It's the most important mission of a meritorious doctor. Okay,
It was so humble that you shared your failures also, because that wants us more and sees us the practical difficulties we have to face in our practice. Sir. Then, sir, as a practitioner, ferocious practitioner, we have to go. I mean, you will be going through people's mindsets, sir, every day facing society. What is that one thing you have to remember? What the attitude of people which might have hurted you, how you handled those situations, if it has.
A lot, because public are completely merged with the Western system of medicine, and majority of people, especially outside Kerala, are not at all supporting Ayurveda. And even the Ayurvedic colleges are also molding the students accordingly. And in Kerala, at least, they keep some traditional values. Okay. Again, coming back to the frustrations from the cultural civilizations, of course, I have a lot to tell you. Okay. First itself, the attitude of the patient, not like presenting to allopathy doctor. Okay. See, I have come through all these bitter, responses from the public. Understand? When we say you can take non-vegetarian, Ayurveda is not non-vegetarian. Though gastroenterology advocate for vegetarianism, Ayurveda is actually non-vegetarian system. Unnecessary, lot of flesh and meat is being dealt. So when I say Pathyam, some people may not like. So they may ridiculous. And about Ayurveda, lots of negative propaganda is being spread by our civilians, not by the foreigners. That is, Ayurvedic medicines are hepatotoxic, Ayurvedic medicines are nephrotoxic, Ayurvedic medicines contribute to your teeth will become blackish and your beauty will go. What is beauty? So, okay, so you will become permanently diseased, and this Ayurveda will never be able to resolve any problems. It is a ritual. It's a ritual. It is of a religion named Hindu. It's not a religion. It's a cultural civilization. Hindu is not a religion. It's a cultural civilization. So it is a time-tested Vedic wisdom. So whatever is though we say public won't accept it in true spirit. So that's how completely the modern system of marrying are molded the population and cultural civilization. That's why among them, as a citizen in our nation, okay, we have to convert them, their mindset. We have to advise them, okay, without becoming irritant attitude. Okay, we have to console them, we have to convince them. So they will come with us, no doubt, but because they are ignorant, they are misled. These are the only situations I became a bit frustrated because of public responses. And by seeing this Google, YouTube reviews, they ask me, doctor, your medicine have any heavy metals? I become really lot of, but I never say, because I don't use heavy metals. Though I use heavy metals, it must be safe. Lot of Ayurvedic doctors are using heavy metals in their tin, lead, arsenic and mercury. What are you using in India? It is in lethal dose. After properly purifying it, they use. And I use 2 to 5% herbal metals. But 90% of Ayurvedic pharmacopy is of herbs, of plant origin. So I am more focusing on that. And to such a person, they're asking, doctor, do you have heavy metal poisoning? And sometimes some people create story. Okay, and sometimes they say it will affect kidney. Lot of YouTube channels are saying, so let them say. So I cannot block that out of the public. So this is the only instance I become a bit frustrated, as it is not at all true. Next.
Yes, so these are fine nuances. The ethics, #ethics, what we call, should be imparted in our practice. That keeps us like calmly handling the society. Next, sir. Like I've seen you juggle every day. You're being a practitioner from morning 9 to evening. You'll be practicing, and you also give equal time to family. And at this hour also, you're giving us interview, and you're part of many national missions also. How do you handle your physical, mental, or spiritual well-being, sir? How do you balance these professional and personal life?
Thank you for asking this question. Because there is a reality, there is a knowledge on reality. This is self-realization. What is the truth? Self-realization on truth. That is the secret of my happiness. Coming back, in my life, I have experimented and experienced both ways. I concluded lots of ideas and informations that was always again and again proven as true. That's why I know what other doctors do and their limitations. I know about my limitations. So in that range, I am trying to become very happy. Okay, as I don't have, I'm knowingly not committing mistakes. That's why. So I'm very happy. Second thing, music. So nearly before COVID time, 210 to 120 people used to come from morning 10 o'clock to next day morning 5:30, 6 o'clock when sunrise. Till then I am sitting. And staff they go for sometimes sleep again, but I am not sleeping. So I will sleep 3-4 hours. I was a teacher a professor that time. So of course, I am not feeling tiredness, and people who are coming in 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, midnight also are not seeing me like I am exhausted and tired. Many times people ask me, why are you not becoming tired? You are like how you have said in the morning. Okay, so my staff also used to ask it. This is just because of music. So when I I don't know whether you understand it or not. When a patient is coming into my room, they will have a tone of sound. Tone of sound, different tones they get. So this tone, I will have a subconscious mind. It will have a raga. Mela karta raga, maybe Malaya Marada, maybe Pupalam, maybe Ravakupti, maybe Revati, maybe Maya Malagola, Sri Ragam Rev. So what is this one? So it will be running. When even now it is happening. So when I'm talking even with you, I don't know, some problem in me. So I will be playing this raga, alapana in my mind. So after the person goes, next person come, the raga will change. so I'm in a festive mood in a sense. I'm in a festive mood. I don't know how, whether I completely close the room and says the room. So I don't know whether day or night. Of course, feeling appetite, then I'll go to once, sometimes, twice. So when I feel appetite like other animals, I go for food. Not like on custom based on morning, noon, not like that. Sorry. So that's how I keep my happiness in me. Okay. Again, I play badminton. Evening for 6 to 7, I enjoy with the children. I play, you have a court. So every aspect, every time I try to be, very active and try to become happy and making others happy. Only thing what you already told me about my family, I was really missing them during my mission of journey. It was very risky journeys, Uttarakhand, Sikkim. I had I was a frequent traveler, frequent flyer, because in 3 days I had to go and come, wherever it may be, maybe Himachal, Uttarakhand, Kashmir. I was exploring the forest. It's a mission of 23 years. So during travel, I used to go alone or with my father, sometimes with my juniors or with my staff. Usually, Santosh, my HR manager, will always with me. He's my HR manager. He's my right hand, helping me all the way. So that's why I was missing them. Even I didn't know my son has grown. Now he's doing BBA honors in Malaysia. Now I'm wondering how the time has passed. But I'm seeing him at least 3 or 4 times in a month. Just because of Ayurveda. My one beautiful time in my life is almost lost with my child. So this all for Ayurveda, for this mission.
Even
Okay.
yesterday we were talking how sir is looking like, I mean, effortlessly tired. How his face is charming. We got to know the secrets, sir. And even I would like to thank ma'am also in this. I would like to take a note, thanking note, like how we like to embrace the hospitality you have showered on us, sir. Thank you so much.
Most welcome.
Then, sir, what advice you would like to give us enthusiastic and young Ayurvedic doctors if we want to come in your footstep?
Whatever we talk is manifestation of the age. In your 30s, you won't talk like this. In your 50s, you won't talk like this. So there is nothing more than this. Age. Age is a fact. It's a reality. Why I am telling this? Because there is no word as young. All are young. You are not young. Like organic. People say organic. Food should be organic. It should not be inorganic. Why are you using? So the word organic should be banned. Like that. The word youth is to be banned. Why? Because everything, whatever I say, you grasp, you discriminate, you present swartham pararthanavani, everything is manifestations of the age and experience. Nothing more. So there is a Nitya Satyam, which is Advaitam. That you can realize even in 10 years, in 20 years, in 30 years, 40 years. Advaitam can be, that's what these all spiritual texts on Hindu philosophy has been written. So I'm coming back, not to spirituality much, coming back to the youth. See, according to my perspectives, okay, 90 years old person also should be young.
Yes, sir.
So I'm appreciating your question. Hope that you have not taken it wrongly.
No, sir.
Because everybody should be enthusiastic. Everybody, up to the last breath, we must be enthusiastic. No inhibitions, no negative thoughts, only motivation, zero negativity. Okay, arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached by Swami Vivekananda. Everything is possible. For a 2 years, guy can do it. So we all are same. If I am sitting in the midst of a 80 years group, we all are same. They are also owners of life. So your body is a temple of living God. So pray it.
You are live example, sir. Age is just a number and enthusiasm speaks everything.
Most welcome.
It's been an enlightening session, sir. What would you like to end this conversation by, like a message to our viewers?
Instead of viewing, go for doing. Speak to act and speak after it.
Yes, sir.
Don't talk and don't view. Speak to act. What you need to do, you discuss. Don't tell about prehistory, present problems, future problems. Don't bother about problems. There is no problem actually. We only make, because we are lazy. We are lazy. So there is problems. Understand? So, coming back, okay, I was telling you, speak to act and speak after it. So, discuss about practices. Stop discussion if it is completed. Keep on doing, then don't talk. Whatever the doubts, suspicions you have to share in the meantime, then don't talk. That's the perfection of the mission. So keep on doing like Chinese work. Okay, then maybe after 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 years, you achieved the target of this mission. Then start to propagate it, start to speak about it. I already told you that level I will call you God. Otherwise, nobody is God in front of me. Understand? So, that is nothing but more than anything. So, talk only about practice, karma. That's my message to you
Thank you so
people.
much, sir. Karma
Most welcome.
speaks.
Most welcome.
It was an honor to interview, sir.